The market falls down into support as expected, but can the bulls hold on? This is Invest with Jacob. Okay, guys, so the market drifted down into our support area today, in fact, going a little bit lower than we would like to see, and now the question is, can the bulls hold on? I'll get into that in just 1 second, but first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the SP 500 and the NASDAQ. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. Just some housekeeping here, guys, before I get into the charts. I do have a very sick family member, and it's going to require me to be away from YouTube for a little bit. I'm not sure exactly when that's going to happen, but I will probably have about a week or so that I am not putting out videos so that you understand why I'm not here. Fortunately, as much as I want to help you guys, family does come first, and I will be doing that over at some point here in the next few days to a week. I will be off of YouTube. So if you don't see me on here, that's why, and I will be back shortly after. All right, let's jump into the chart and take a look. Okay, guys, so here we are on the 1 hour futures chart for the S&P 500. And yesterday I told you, we got that big push up that we called a B wave, and then another big push down that we called our C wave, and then another big push back up that did look like 5 waves. So I said we should be seeing this pullback that we're seeing. However, we are not getting the kind of bounce we hope to see just yet. Doesn't mean it can't happen. We haven't completely breached support, and quite frankly, wave 2 can come all the way down to the wave 1 low. And I've seen that many times where we do see a big test of this low, and then we see the market shoot higher. So the bulls aren't dead yet, but that's certainly not an ideal setup. We would be counting this currently as A, B, and C, and we would be looking for support to hold above this low, okay, and then come higher and take out this high. If we see that kind of setup or that kind of price action, that would be a very strong indication we're on our way up to 4,300 in this wave 5 of wave 3. Okay, so as long as they can hold above that wave 2 low and take out the high from Tuesday, then it does give us a strong indication we should be headed higher toward that 4,300 level. Now, there are a couple other possibilities to look at. We could need a new low here. This low might not have been the low we needed. We do have some room under it. Remember, we can go down to 40.54 and remain bullish, but we'd like to stay around that 40.90 area based on hitting the 1, 2, 3, 6. So we could see something where we have an A down, a B up, and we're looking for a C down toward that 40.70 area. That keeps us in our support area for our overall pivot, and would give us a new start toward this wave 5 higher. So we could see a drop down to the 40.70 area in an ABC pattern that would give us another opportunity to find support and launch from there. That would be one thing we could see. The other thing is that diagonal I've been talking about could be playing out, where you get an A, B, C down for A, then you get a B wave, and then you get that C wave down towards 4,000 to 39.80 for that bigger wave 4. And in that situation, this wave 3 would already be done here. This wave 4 would move down to here, and then wave 5 of the big black circle, wave 5, would go up here at 4,300, and that's where we would expect that diagonal to end, is around that 4,300 area to complete the move up on the ES. So a few different scenarios there where we're looking at potentially another low before we see a high, or just hold the support area we have right now, or again this diagonal. Over on the NASDAQ, the NASDAQ is really why I think we might need a new low here on that ABC I was talking about on the ES towards 40.70. This pattern, they didn't break this low here, and now you've got kind of this wonky move here that's like this. So I do think the NASDAQ is going to need a new low, and we do have down to that 12,330 area, so we could push down here in a bigger ABC just like we would on the ES, and then look higher on the NASDAQ from there. So we could just see a bigger ABC play out into that 12,350, 12,330 area, and then push up from there. That would be an acceptable pullback for the NASDAQ, and it would give us a new low to build off of. The other option is, again, we could get a diagonal type setup in the NASDAQ where we have an A, B, C for A, then you get an A, B, C up for B, then you get a C wave down toward that 12,000 to 11,500 area for the diagonal on the NASDAQ, and we would look for the NASDAQ to try to hold support from there and then push higher towards wave 5 up toward that 13,000 area. Guys, if you love the information that I put out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to check out investwithjacob.com. There's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link and it will take you right over to the website. Once you're there, check out our membership plans area. We have 2 incredible plans and they both come with a 7-day free trial because I want you to get in there, make sure you love it, and become part of the trading team before you ever spend a penny. You can cancel at any time. We just started our education section and we have our new Elliott Wave for Beginners course. You can see here all the videos we have in it, and it teaches you how to start learning Elliott Wave the way I do it. In both of our rooms, okay, you get our training material. So in our first room, the Invest with Jacob room, you get all of my real-time market updates, all of my buy and sell alerts, all of your Elliott Wave questions answered, a midday video where I go through where we're at in the counts and what to expect, as well as the training material you just saw. We trade the SPY and the QQQ, and we swing trade, which means our trades can last anywhere from a few days to a few months, so we don't trade quite as often as a day trading room does. However, if you are interested in day trading as well as individual stocks, you need to check out PT's Throne Room. In there, you get everything you get in the Invest with Jacob room, as well as individual stocks, day trading, and PT's reduced risk binary method that just crushes the market. He gets you in at a cheap price and gets you big multiples on your money, and it's how he structures the trade that's so unique. It's something you kind of have to see to understand, and that's another reason we give you that 7-day free trial. He also started a challenge account where he put $4,000 into an account, trading mini ES futures, averaging 3 to 4% gains per week, showing you how to build a large account, small account into a large retirement or savings account. Guys, we would love to have you in these rooms so we can all make money together. All right, key takeaways for today. We could see a few different potentials here. We could hold support above this low and still push higher. We could get a bigger ABC down towards 4070, or we could get this diagonal down toward the 4,000 area. Just going to depend on what the bulls can do here. If they can hold support, we could see that shoot higher, but also some slightly more bearish potentials as well over on the NASDAQ. A little bit of a wonky setup. I think the NASDAQ is going to need a new low based on how deep it is here in this overall setup where they didn't break the low. So we could see a low on the NASDAQ before we fire, or we could see that bigger ABC play out toward the 11,500 area and then see kind of a launch from there. Guys, that is the market update for today. I will talk to you tomorrow.